The first case is public information officer facing a RTI application seeking information about a wrong decision taken by him. Now what it says is, he is the public, I hope you are aware of the RTI setup. You have a public information officer, he has to give the reply within 30 days. If he doesn't give the reply, there is a first appellate authority, I think for 30 days or something, or 40, I don't know, 45 days, you have to apply to him. Then he has about 30 days or 45 days time to give the reply. If he doesn't give, then you have to file an appeal before the Information Commission, the second appeal. Now the thing is, you happen to be the public information officer. You are generally a good officer, but one case you have taken a wrong decision, and somebody is asking exactly RTL correct on the point they are asking you. What do you do? Now the question itself gives 4 options. It says follow the, just a minute. The question itself gives 4 options. It says you could refer the matter to your superior officer and seek his advice and act strictly in accordance with his advice. You can proceed on leave and leave the matter to be dealt with by your successor. You can weigh the consequences of disclosing the information truthfully, including the effect on his career, and reply in a manner that would not place you or your career in jeopardy. Not only you, but a few of your colleagues are also involved. So if you give the answer, your colleagues may also be upset. They'll say, why did you tell this and all that. No, but you are duty bound to give under the Act. You can consult your colleagues who are party to the decision and take action as per their advice. Can you quickly tell me what you would do? It can be anything. See, don't be under the, see, all of you have this mindset of this convergent thinking that there is one correct answer. What is that correct answer? That's what you are thinking. Don't bother about, here you need a different mindset for case studies. Think of all the possible alternatives. Apart from this, there are many other alternatives also. Tell me. Seek office. Strictly speaking, you know, this is a statutory duty. You are empowered. Okay, no harm in seeking advice. No skin off his nose. He will say, give it. But the question is, if you give it, you may be in trouble, and your colleagues may also be in trouble. Definitely, you have to seek somebody's advice. That's a definite given. But what is the final answer? Any other solutions? Would you go on leave? Is going on leave an option? Okay, we'll rule it out. Then referring the matter to superior officer and seeking, strictly speaking, it's not correct because you are vested with a statutory power. When you are vested with the power, the thing funda is that you should exercise the decision in your capacity, not do as what somebody else says. If I am the collector and I have the power to detain somebody, I should apply my mind and detain somebody. Just because CM told me or X told me or Y told me, I should not be detaining somebody. Okay. So one also is, okay, I can, referring to superior officer is not a correct thing. Because especially in RTI Act, you are supposed to take the decision yourself. Then he says you can weigh the consequences and give a reply, but koncha, that is cover up something and give a wishy-washy reply, or not eyewash, or slightly, you know, but the other person can find out. You know. Last is you consult your colleagues who are parties to the decision. Of course, you will consult them. But what should be your final answer? Or what? Will you give the reply or not? Will you give the reply? Why? But then there is first appeal, second appeal, and all other. One possible answer is, I will not give at the PIO level. I will leave it to him to approach the first appellate authority and get information at that level. Because if my giving it, even if I give the correct answer, I will still be accused of giving a doctored answer, or my colleagues will be upset with me. So I will not give. He still has the option of getting it at the first appellate authority. He has the option of getting it at the second appellate authority. So that is one thing. And you can't say it is wrong because the very provision of first appellate and second appellate is given for these kind of situations. That is one answer, not a satisfactory answer. As I said, you know, we are used to this 100% satisfactory answers due to convergent thinking. Here you can't have 100% satisfactory answers. This is one answer, possible answer. Any other answers? Anything you can say. You can say, I'll go on leave, but it doesn't look, it looks like escapist. You can say, I'll request my boss to transfer this particular question to another CPIO. You can, but usually, supposing you are the only CPIO, PIO in the office, it's possible. Then it looks more glaring, if it is given by to somebody else. 3, giving a wishy-washy reply is not on. According to me, giving a false reply or moody marichi kudukuradhu is not okay. That's, going on leave is not okay. So option 2, going on leave is not okay. Giving a reply which covers something, hides something, and that's also not okay. According to me, that's not okay. Adukku badala sollama irukkiradhu better. Let him go to my superior and get the full and correct reply. So what your answer would be? I would consult my colleagues, I would consult my superior also, but finally I am the person authority. But I won't say, I won't go on leave, I won't say transfer it to somebody else. That means you are indirectly acknowledging that you have committed a mistake. Instead you will tell you will record on the file that since this pertains to a decision, what I would do in this case is, since it pertains to a decision taken by me and this one, I prefer not to give the reply. Let him go and get it at the first appellate authority stage. That's the reply I would give. You can, any other replies you have in mind? One answer is just give it. That's a very simple answer. Give it. Face the consequences. Vandadu Pakla. That's also an answer. You can give you can say that also. I'll give it. I am prepared to face the consequences. Which would you prefer? Which answer would you prefer? As I said, you can say anything. It all depends on how you justify your answer. What's your name? Which would you prefer? Give the reply and face the consequences?
So I would give and face the consequences.
Good.
It would prove my integrity.
Supposing you may not be around to prove your integrity, you may get dismissed after that. No, you have to be practical also. See, the examiner knows that everybody will like interview replies. The examiner also knows that half the guys don't mean what they say and half they don't mean what they do. So let us sum up. Any other replies? Let me sum up like this. As I said, remember again and again I am belaboring the point, but let me put it like this. There is no one correct answer. Any answer anybody gives is unsatisfactory. There are 2 possible answers. 2 possible answers. Consulting with colleagues, yes, is okay. 4 is okay. Consulting with superior is okay, but decision has to be finally taken by you. Saying, let me not take the decision, let somebody else do it, may not be a correct. There's also an option. You can say that if there is any other CPIO in the office, let him give the reply. Is also an option. Quite often there is only one CPIO in the office. Only if it's a very big office, there are multiple PIOs, public information officer. So, okay, let me put it as maybe 3 possible answers. It all depends on how you argue. One is, you tell your superior, you discuss with superior, there's a conflict of interest here. Since I was the person who passed this order and is asking for my thing, any reply I give, it may be construed as either doctored or this or that. So please transfer this particular question to my colleague CPIO. If I am CPIO X, you please transfer it to CPIO Y. Let him give whatever he gives. That is option 1. You can justify that. Option 2 is, you give it, you face the consequences. You give it yourself, but then your friends become very unhappy with you. They say, you are a fool, why are you giving? And we had set it up with the first appellate authority. He said he won't give. So, nee kudukama irundena avaru kudukumatar. Apra information commission, it will go to information commission. It will be languishing there for 5 years. By the time the issue will become cold and forgotten. You will have faced. But you can always justify by saying, I will be truthful and honest. I'll give it. I'll face the consequences. That is option 2. Option 3 is, I will not give it at my level. Again, you can cite the conflict of interest thing. Any reply I give can be interpreted this way or that way. The party always has the option of going on first appeal and getting the information. Let him get it from my appellate. Instead of giving it getting it from my colleague, he can get it from my superior, the appellate authority. All three answers are possible. All these three answers are reasonably good. You can come up with your own answer. The point here is you should be able to justify your answer.